My beloved child, come to me with your pain. Do not hide it behind a tired smile. Do not bury it beneath busy hands. Do not pretend your heart is fine when I can see the places where it trembles. I know the ache you carry when no one is looking. I know the weight that follows you into quiet rooms. I know the sorrow that rises when the world becomes silent and your soul no longer has the strength to pretend. Bring all of it to me now, not after you become stronger, not after your tears stop, not after you understand everything, but exactly as you are. Before you speak, I already know what hurts. I know the wound that is too deep for simple explanations. I know the disappointment that changed the way you trust. I know the shame that still whispers your name in the dark. I know the poverty that has made you feel small, the sickness that has made your body feel like a battlefield, the loneliness that has made even crowded places feel empty, and the depression that has made morning feel heavier than night. Nothing in you is hidden from me, and nothing in you is too broken for my mercy. Listen to my voice with the little strength you have left. Come to me, all you who labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. I did not speak these words only for the strong, the clean, the confident, or the ones who never fail. I spoke them for the weary. I spoke them for the burdened. I spoke them for the child who has carried too much for too long. I spoke them for you, especially now, when your heart feels tired of holding itself together. Perhaps you have been trying to survive by yourself. You have answered people politely while something inside you was breaking. You have continued working, helping, giving, smiling, and showing up, even while your soul quietly begged for rest. You have told yourself to be strong because others needed you, because life did not pause for your pain, because no one seemed ready to carry the truth of what you were feeling. My child, I saw every hidden effort. I saw the strength it took just to continue. I saw the tears you swallowed because you did not want to be a burden. There is no need to perform before me. You do not need to arrange your pain into beautiful words. You do not need to pray like someone whose faith feels unshaken. You do not need to explain why you are still hurting after so much time has passed. Come with the confusion. Come with the trembling. Come with the anger you are afraid to admit. Come with the questions you think sound too weak. I am not offended by the truth of your heart. I am the safest place for that truth to rest. Sometimes you wonder whether your pain matters because others have suffered worse. You compare your wounds and then silence yourself, as if grief must compete before it can be worthy of compassion. But I do not measure suffering the way the world does. I do not say, this tear is important, but that tear is not. I do not turn away because someone else is also hurting. You are my child, and what wounds you matters to me. The smallest thorn in your heart is not too small for my attention. Maybe you have been hurt by people who should have protected you. A word spoken carelessly may still echo inside you. A betrayal may have made trust feel dangerous. A rejection may have convinced you that love always leaves. A disappointment may have made prayer feel painful. I know how deeply human hearts can wound one another. I know the damage caused by cruelty, neglect, silence, abandonment, and false promises. Yet, I want you to know this. What others broke in you does not frighten me. I can enter those broken places without making the wound worse. Do not run from me because you feel sinful. Do not stay away because your life is not in order. Do not believe the lie that you must clean every stain before my love can touch you. My mercy does not wait at the finish line of your perfection. My mercy meets you in the dust, lifts your face, washes your shame, and teaches you how to begin again. If you have fallen, come. If you have wandered, come. If you have grown cold, come. If you feel unworthy even to whisper my name, come anyway. I'm calling you closer, not pushing you farther away. Pain can make the heart believe many lies. It may tell you that you are forgotten. It may tell you that your prayers no longer matter. It may tell you that you will always feel this way. It may tell you that your story has already been ruined. But pain is not your prophet. Pain is not your father. Pain does not know the end of what I am doing in you. Let my word speak over the wound. Let my love stand beside the ache. Let my presence remind you that your suffering is real, but it is not final. Even now, I am near to you. I am not waiting at a distance until you become joyful again. I am not standing outside your grief, asking you to hurry. I sit with the hurting. I bend toward the crushed. I remain with the one who has no strength left to explain. When your prayer is only a sigh, I hear it. When your faith feels smaller than a seed, I see it. When your tears fall without words, I understand them. You are not alone in this moment. Bring me the pain you do not know how to name. Some suffering has a clear reason, but some pain feels like a fog. You wake up heavy and do not know why. You sit in silence and feel sadness rise from a place you cannot reach. You try to pray, but your thoughts scatter. You try to rest, but your heart stays alert. My child, I understand even the sorrow you cannot explain. You do not have to label the wound perfectly before I can touch it. Place the whole ache before me, and let me hold what you cannot describe. Let your heart stop apologizing for being tired. You have endured more than many people know. You have carried burdens in silence. You have fought battles inside your mind. You have walked through days when getting up was an act of courage. You have lived through moments that left marks on your soul. I am not ashamed of your exhaustion. I am not disappointed that you need rest. A loving father does not mock the child who collapses into his arms. He holds the child closer. There are moments when you fear that if you truly open your heart, the pain will overwhelm you. You think that if you start crying, you may never stop. You think that if you admit how tired you are, you may fall apart. But my presence is not a place where you fall into nothingness. My presence is where broken things are held. You may weep, but you will not weep alone. You may tremble, but you will not tremble outside my care. You may finally tell the truth, and in that truth, mercy will meet you. Do not mistake my gentleness for weakness. I am tender toward you, but I am also strong enough to carry what is crushing you. Your burden does not burden me. Your darkness does not overcome my light. Your confusion does not confuse my wisdom. Your brokenness does not exhaust my patience. What feels impossible in your hands is not impossible in mine. Bring me the sorrow, the debt, the sickness, the fear, the shame, the loneliness, the grief, the failure, the memory, and the prayer you are afraid to pray again. Now let your soul breathe slowly. You do not need to solve your whole life in this moment. You do not need to understand why everything happened. You do not need to find the perfect answer before you come close. Just come. That is enough for this moment. Turn your heart toward me. Let your pain move in my direction instead of deeper into isolation. Let the place that hurts become the place where you meet my compassion. If your mind says, I cannot pray, then let this be your prayer. Father, I am hurting. I do not have the strength to hide it anymore. I bring you my pain, my fear, my sin, my shame, my loneliness, and my tired heart. Hold me close. Give me the rest you promised. Speak your word over my wounds. Do not let sorrow swallow me. Teach me to trust that I am still loved, still seen, and still held by you. Stay with those words for a moment. Let them settle gently inside you. When you say, I am hurting, you are no longer pretending. When you say, I bring you my pain, you are no longer carrying it alone. When you ask me to hold you close, you are allowing love to enter the place where fear built a wall. This prayer does not need to be long to be real. It only needs to be sincere. A wounded child reaching for the Father is already moving toward healing. My beloved child, I am not asking you to deny your suffering. I am asking you to bring it into my presence. I am not asking you to smile over a wound that still bleeds. I am asking you to let me touch it with mercy. I am not asking you to become strong before you come. I am asking you to come so that my strength can hold you. Rest is not found in pretending the burden is light. Rest is found in giving the burden to the one whose love is stronger than the weight. Before this moment passes, hear me again. Come to me. Come with the pieces. Come with the questions. Come with the tired faith. Come with the hidden tears. Come with the part of you that still hopes, and the part of you that is afraid to hope. I will not turn you away. I will not shame you for needing me. I will not abandon you in the place where pain has made you feel small. I am here, and my heart is open to you. Let this be the beginning of your healing. Not that all pain disappears at once, but that you no longer carry it outside my love. Let this be the first step back to peace. Not that every question is answered, but that your heart remembers where it belongs. Let this be the moment your soul stops hiding and begins to receive. You are hurting, my child, but you are not alone. You are weary, but you are not forgotten. You are wounded, but you are not beyond restoration. Come to me now, and I will give you rest. My beloved child, I see the wound you cannot explain. I see the pain that does not fit neatly into words, the sorrow that rises without warning, the heaviness that settles over you even when nothing around you seems to have changed. People may ask you what is wrong, and you may not know how to answer. You may say, I am just tired, because it is easier than opening the deep places. You may smile because explaining the truth feels too difficult. But I do not need you to translate your pain perfectly. I understand the language of your silence. There are wounds that came from betrayal, wounds that came from disappointment, wounds that came from rejection, and wounds that came from years of caring more than your heart was able to bear. Some wounds have a date, a name, a place, a memory. Others have no clear beginning. They are the slow ache of being overlooked, the quiet damage of feeling unloved, the hidden exhaustion of trying to survive without enough tenderness. My child, I see all of it. Nothing inside you is confusing to me. Nothing in your heart is too tangled for my mercy. Perhaps you have tried many times to explain what hurts, but the words came out too small. You spoke about one part of the pain, but the deepest part remained hidden. You mentioned the problem, but not the fear beneath it. You described the event, but not the way it changed your soul. You told someone you were sad, but you could not say how lonely, ashamed, frightened, or empty you truly felt. I heard what you could not say. I heard the unfinished sentence. I heard the cry behind the quiet voice. Sometimes the wound you carry is not only from what happened, but from what did not happen, the comfort that never came, the apology that was never spoken, the protection you needed but did not receive, the love you hoped for but never felt, the help you asked for but did not find. A heart can be wounded by absence as much as by cruelty. I see the empty spaces that shaped your sorrow. I see the places where your soul waited and waited until hope became painful. Do not be ashamed if your pain feels complicated. Human hearts are deep. A single wound can carry many layers: anger, grief, fear, guilt, confusion, longing, and exhaustion. You may forgive someone and still need healing. You may trust me and still feel weak. You may know the truth and still cry when the memory returns. Healing is not always a straight road, and pain does not always leave simply because you understand it. I am patient with every layer. I will not rush the part of you that still trembles. I see the wound of poverty that has made you feel small before others. You may have counted coins, delayed needs, swallowed embarrassment, and wondered how you would make it through another day. You may have felt ashamed of what you could not provide, ashamed of what you had to ask for, ashamed of the dreams you had to postpone. My child, lack does not make you less precious to me. Your worth is not measured by what you own, what you earn, what you wear, or what the world applauds. I see your dignity beneath the struggle, and I remain near to the heart that feels pressed by need. Illness may have wounded you in ways others cannot understand. When the body suffers, the soul often suffers with it. Pain can make time feel slow. Weakness can make ordinary tasks feel impossible. Medical words can awaken fear. Waiting for results can make the heart restless. People may see only the outside of your condition, but I see the private battle, the fear of getting worse, the grief of losing strength, the frustration of needing help. The quiet question of whether life will ever feel normal again. I am not distant from your suffering body. I am tender toward every part of you. Loneliness may be another wound you cannot explain. You can be near people and still feel unseen. You can answer messages and still feel unknown. You can laugh with others and still go home carrying an emptiness that no conversation touched. There are places in your heart that have waited to be understood, but many people pass by quickly. My child, I do not pass by. I stay. I know your name, your story, your fears, your memories, and the fragile hopes you rarely speak aloud. You are not invisible to me. Depression may have made your wound feel like a cloud without edges. It may have taken color from the day, strength from your body, and desire from things that once gave you joy. It may have made prayer feel distant, rest feel impossible, and the future feel heavy. I do not condemn you for this battle. I do not call you faithless because your emotions feel dark. I see the weight pressing on your mind. I see the effort it takes to keep going. I see the courage hidden in simple survival. Betrayal leaves a wound that often teaches the heart to guard itself. Someone may have promised loyalty and then disappeared. Someone may have held your trust and used it carelessly. Someone may have spoken love while acting with selfishness. After that, trust may feel dangerous. You may wonder whether anyone is safe, whether love can remain, whether your heart should ever open again. I understand why you became cautious. I do not tear down your walls violently. I stand beside them with patience and invite you to let my love enter first. Failure can also cut deeply. You may carry the memory of something you did wrong, something you ruined, something you could not finish, or something you wish you had handled differently. The wound may not only be the failure itself, but the name you gave yourself afterward. You called yourself foolish, weak, unworthy, hopeless, or beyond repair. My child, I do not call you by those names. I call you back to mercy. I call you back to truth. I call you back to the possibility of restoration. At times, you may feel pain because you are tired of being strong. You have been the one who keeps going, the one who stays composed, the one who helps others, the one who hides the ache so the people around you will not worry. But strength without comfort becomes loneliness. Responsibility without rest becomes heaviness. Giving without being renewed becomes quiet emptiness. I see the child beneath the strength. I see the one who also needs to be held. Gently, I want you to stop judging the wound because it has not healed as quickly as you expected. You may have told yourself, I should be over this by now. You may have felt embarrassed that the same memory still hurts or the same fear still returns. But deep wounds do not heal because you shame them. They heal when they are brought into light, truth, patience, and love. Let me heal you without the cruelty you have used against yourself. Let my gentleness teach you a new way to look at your own broken places. There is no wound in you that makes me love you less. The world may become uncomfortable with pain that lasts too long. People may grow impatient when healing is slow. Some may offer quick answers because they do not know how to sit with sorrow. But I am not impatient. I know that some wounds require repeated tenderness. I know that trust may return slowly. I know that hope may begin as a whisper. I know how to restore without crushing what is fragile. My child, do not hide the wound from me because you think it is ugly. I have seen every shadow, every scar, every hidden tear, every bitter thought, every frightened question, and every place where pain has changed your behavior. I do not look away. I do not reject you. I do not stand far from the brokenhearted. I draw near, not to shame you, but to heal you with truth and mercy. Bring me the wound that makes you angry. Bring me the wound that makes you numb. Bring me the wound that makes you distrust kindness. Bring me the wound that makes you push people away before they can leave. Bring me the wound that makes you expect disappointment. Bring me the wound that makes you think you are too difficult to love. I can hold what you are afraid to reveal. I can touch what you are afraid to name. I can enter what you thought would remain closed forever. Maybe the hardest wound to explain is the one that has affected your relationship with me. You prayed, and the answer seemed delayed. You cried, and silence seemed to fill the room. You asked for help, and the burden remained. A part of you may wonder whether I was listening, whether I cared, whether you had done something wrong, whether heaven had turned away. My beloved child, bring even that wound to me. I am not afraid of your honest questions. I can receive your disappointment without withdrawing my love. Do not let pain teach you a false image of my heart. Pain may say I am distant. My presence says I am near. Pain may say I am cruel. My cross says I entered suffering to redeem what sin had broken. Pain may say you are forgotten. My mercy says you are engraved upon my love. Pain may say the story ends here. My resurrection life says that even what looks buried can be raised by my power. Slowly, allow me to sit beside the memory that still hurts. Do not rush to push it away. Do not let it rule you, but do not pretend it is not there. Invite me into the moment where you felt abandoned. Invite me into the room where the words were spoken. Invite me into the season when you felt unseen. Invite me into the place where shame first took root. I was not the author of the evil that wounded you, but I am the Redeemer who can enter it and begin to bring life where death tried to remain. You may not understand yet how healing will come. That is all right. You do not need to know the full path before taking the first step. The first step may simply be admitting, "Father, this still hurts." The next step may be asking for help. Another may be forgiving, not as a denial of truth, but as a release of poison from your own soul. Another may be resting. Another may be learning to receive love without fear. I will guide you gently. I will not demand every step from you at once. Let this prayer rise from your wounded place, Father. You see the wound I cannot explain. You know what happened, what was lost, what was never given, and what still aches inside me. I bring you the pain I cannot describe, the memories I cannot fix, the tears I cannot stop, and the fear I cannot carry alone. Touch the places I have hidden. Speak truth where lies have grown. Heal what shame has covered. Hold me close while I learn to trust again. Remain with that prayer, my child. Let it become a doorway, not a performance. When you say, "You see," you are no longer alone with the wound. When you say, "I bring you," you are no longer carrying it in secrecy. When you ask me to touch the hidden places, you are allowing mercy to enter the room pain has occupied for too long. Healing begins when the wound is no longer hidden from love. My beloved child, I see you more deeply than you see yourself. I see not only the damage, but the life still within you. I see not only the wound, but the tenderness that survived. I see not only the fear, but the desire to trust again. I see not only the sadness, but the seed of hope that has not fully died. The wound is real, but it is not the whole of you. Pain has marked you, but it has not erased my image from you. Let me speak over the place that hurts. You are not too broken to be healed. You are not too wounded to be loved. You are not too tired to be carried. You are not too ashamed to be forgiven. You are not too far for my mercy to reach. I see the wound you cannot explain, and I will not leave you alone with it. Bring it to me again and again, until the place that once only ached becomes a place where my peace begins to dwell. My beloved child, let my words speak louder than your pain today. Pain has a voice, and I know how strong that voice can become. It speaks through memories, through fear, through the ache in your body, through the heaviness in your chest, through the tears you did not plan to cry. It tells you that nothing will change, that you are alone, that your wound is too deep, that your future is already broken. But pain does not know the whole truth. Pain can describe what you feel, but it cannot declare who you are. Pain can tell you where you hurt, but it cannot decide where I am leading you. Listen to me before you listen to despair. My word does not deny your suffering, but it refuses to let suffering become your master. My word enters the wounded place with light. It stands beside the fear that has been shouting and says, "You are not abandoned." It stands beside the shame that has accused you and says, "Mercy is greater." It stands beside the grief that has exhausted you and says, "The Father is near." When your pain becomes loud, do not answer it with silence alone. Answer it with what I have spoken. There will be moments when your emotions feel more real than my promises. You may know that I love you, but still feel unwanted. You may know that I am near, but still feel alone. You may know that I can heal, but still feel broken. My child, do not condemn yourself because feelings do not immediately obey truth. Feelings are waves. My word is the rock beneath them. A wave can rise high, but it cannot remove the foundation. Let my truth remain under your feet even when your emotions are still learning how to rest. Remember this, the voice you listen to most often will shape the room inside your soul. If you listen only to fear, your heart will become narrow. If you listen only to shame, your spirit will become heavy. If you listen only to pain, hope will begin to feel impossible. But if you listen to my word slowly, gently, repeatedly, the atmosphere within you will begin to change. The wound may still need time, but the wound will no longer be the only voice in the room. My peace will begin to speak there too. Perhaps your pain says, "You are forgotten." Let my word answer, "I am with you always." Perhaps your pain says, "You will never be healed." Let my word answer, "With God all things are possible." Perhaps your pain says, "You are too sinful to come back." Let my word answer, "The one who comes to me I will never cast out." Perhaps your pain says, "You cannot survive this." Let my word answer, "My grace is sufficient for you." These are not empty phrases. They are living truth spoken from my heart to the child who is trembling. Do not wait until you feel strong before you receive my word. Receive it while you are weak. Receive it while tears are still falling. Receive it while your mind is still crowded. Receive it while the wound still aches. A sick person does not wait to be healed before taking medicine. A thirsty soul does not wait to be satisfied before drinking. My word is not a reward for those who already feel steady. It is bread for the hungry, water for the thirsty, light for those who sit in darkness, and strength for those who have no strength left. Sometimes you treat my word as something far away, as if it belongs only to holy places, strong believers, or peaceful seasons. But I speak into the very places where life feels messy. I speak into rooms filled with unpaid bills. I speak into hospital waiting rooms. I speak into lonely bedrooms. I speak into hearts that have sinned and want to return. I speak into minds fighting depression. I speak into families full of tension. I speak into mornings where the soul does not want to rise. My word is not afraid of the real details of your suffering. Gently place my truth against the wound. When rejection says you are unwanted, let me say you are mine. When failure says you are finished, Let me say, I am able to restore. When sickness says your body is only weakness, let me say your life remains precious in my sight. When poverty says you have no dignity, let me say your worth is not measured by what you possess. When loneliness says no one sees you, let me say I know your name. Truth must be placed where the lie has been speaking. At times, my word will comfort you like a hand upon your shoulder. At other times, it will correct you like a light exposing a dangerous path. Both are love. If bitterness has grown around your wound, my word may gently call you to release it. If fear has become your master, my word may call you to trust again. If shame has kept you hiding, my word may call you back into mercy. If despair has made you believe there is no hope, my word will challenge that darkness and remind you that I am still Lord. Do not be afraid when my word reaches deeper than you expected. Healing often begins when truth touches the place you have protected. You may have built walls around your heart because the pain was too great. You may have avoided certain memories because they still bleed. You may have pushed away prayer because prayer made you feel vulnerable. Yet my word does not enter to destroy you. It enters to separate the wound from the lie, the sorrow from despair, the memory from shame, and the pain from the false identity it tried to give you. There is a difference between what happened to you and what I say about you. What happened may have been unjust, cruel, humiliating, or heartbreaking. I do not call evil good. I do not ask you to pretend that wounds are blessings. But I also do not allow the wound to name you forever. You are not merely the betrayed one. You are not merely the abandoned one. You are not merely the sick one. You are not merely the poor one. You are not merely the one who failed. You are my beloved child. And my word restores the name pain tried to steal. When your mind becomes loud, speak my truth slowly. Do not rush. Say it as if placing stones beneath your feet. God is with me. God sees me. God can heal what I cannot fix. God's mercy is greater than my shame. God's peace can reach this moment. Each sentence may feel small, but truth repeated in faith becomes a pathway through darkness. You do not need to defeat every thought in one breath. You only need to keep returning to what is true. Many wounds remain painful because they have been fed by false words. Someone told you that you were not enough. Someone made you feel disposable. Someone's silence made you believe you did not matter. Someone's cruelty became a sentence you kept repeating over yourself. My child, let my word interrupt those old sentences. I did not create you to live under the verdict of wounded people. I did not redeem you so that shame could be your final name. Let the voice of your Father become deeper than the voice that harmed you. If guilt is speaking, bring it under my word. There is guilt that leads to repentance and life, and there is accusation that leads only to despair. True conviction says, come back to the Father. Accusation says, hide forever. True conviction brings sin into mercy. Accusation chains the soul to shame. My word will help you know the difference. If you have sinned, come to me honestly. Do not defend what wounded your soul. Do not excuse what needs healing, but do not stay away from me. I call you to repentance because I desire your freedom, not your destruction. Whenever suffering makes prayer difficult, let my word pray for you. Take one sentence of truth and hold it close. Repeat it when your emotions are numb. Repeat it when your tears return. Repeat it when you wake in the night. Repeat it when you feel tempted to believe that nothing matters. My word can carry you when your own words fail. It can become a lamp in your hand when the road ahead seems hidden. It can become breath for your spirit when sorrow has made your chest feel tight. My child, pain often speaks in extremes. It says, always. It says, never. It says, nothing. It says, everyone. It says, no one. It says, you will always hurt. It says, no one cares. It says, nothing will change. My word speaks with truth. not exaggeration. It reminds you that seasons change, that mercy is new, that I am near, that healing can begin, that one closed door is not the end of every door, that one cruel person is not the measure of all love, that one painful chapter is not the whole story. Allow my word to become a shelter when your thoughts attack you. You may not be able to stop every thought from arriving, but you can decide which voice receives authority. When a dark thought knocks, do not open the door and serve it a meal. Bring it to me. Hold it up against my truth. Ask, does this thought lead me toward life, trust, repentance, wisdom, and peace? Or does it drag me into despair, shame, panic, and isolation? My word will teach you discernment. It will show you which voices are not worthy of your obedience. In the deepest pain, you may ask why I do not remove everything immediately. I understand that longing. I know you want relief. I know you want the wound to close, the memory to soften, the body to recover, the burden to lift, the loneliness to end. Yet while healing unfolds, my word keeps you alive in hope. It gives you strength for today. It guards you from the lie that delay means abandonment. It reminds you that I can work in hidden ways long before the visible answer arrives. Do not treat my word as information only. Let it become communion. When you hear me say, do not be afraid, do not receive it as a cold order. Hear the father standing close to his frightened child. When you hear me say, peace be with you, do not receive it as a distant phrase. Hear my heart breathing calm into your storm. When you hear me say, come to me, do not receive it as an obligation. Hear the invitation of love opening its arms to you. Little by little, my word will begin to reorder the inside of you. It will not always happen in one emotional moment. Sometimes the change will be quiet. You will notice that fear speaks, but you do not believe it as quickly. Shame rises, but you return to mercy sooner. Pain returns, but hope also rises with it. A memory aches, but it no longer owns the whole room. These small changes are not small to me. They are signs that truth is taking root. Bring your wounded imagination to my word. Pain may have trained you to imagine only disaster, rejection, loss, and failure. Let my truth teach your imagination to make room for mercy again. Imagine being held by me. Imagine walking with me through what frightens you. Imagine your wound no longer deciding your future. Imagine peace entering the place where fear has lived. This is not pretending. It is allowing hope to breathe where despair once controlled the images of your heart. Now let this prayer rise within you. Father, let your word speak louder than my pain. When fear shouts, remind me of your presence. When shame accuses, remind me of your mercy. When sorrow overwhelms me, remind me that you are near. When my thoughts become dark, bring your truth into my mind. Teach me to listen to you more than I listen to despair. Let your word become light, strength, comfort, correction, and healing within me. Stay with that prayer for a moment, my child. Let it move slowly through your heart. Let it stand beside the wound you cannot explain. Let it enter the memory that still hurts. Let it touch the place where fear keeps repeating its predictions. You do not have to force yourself to feel healed all at once. Simply allow my truth to be present with you. Truth planted in pain can become hope. Hope watered by prayer can become endurance. Endurance held by love can become healing. As you continue listening, remember that my word is not against you. It is for your restoration. It may expose what is false, but only to free you. It may call you to repentance, but only to bring you back to life. It may challenge your fear, but only because fear has been stealing your peace. It may ask you to forgive, but only so bitterness does not keep poisoning your soul. Every true word from me carries the purpose of love. My beloved child, your pain is loud, but it is not louder than my voice. Your wound is deep, but it is not deeper than my mercy. Your sorrow is real, but it is not stronger than my promise. Let my word speak over you again and again until the darkness begins to loosen its grip. Let it be the voice that wakes you, the voice that steadies you, the voice that corrects you, the voice that comforts you, and the voice that leads you home. I am still speaking. And my word will not abandon you in the place where pain has tried to silence your hope. My beloved child, when you have no strength left, do not think you have reached the end of my mercy. When your voice feels weak, when your thoughts are scattered, when your body is tired, when your heart can no longer pretend, come to me with the smallest prayer you can offer. I do not need you to stand tall before me. I do not need you to sound brave. I do not need you to explain your pain perfectly. I only ask you to turn toward me, even if all you can bring is a whisper. There are moments when suffering drains every word from the soul. You want to pray, but the sentence breaks before it begins. You want to trust, but fear has filled the room. You want to believe that healing is possible, but pain has spoken so loudly for so long that hope feels far away. My child, I understand this weakness. I do not despise it. A prayer spoken through tears is not less precious to me. A prayer that trembles is still heard. A prayer that can only say, Father, help me. I can reach deeper than many words spoken without love. Tonight, or in this very moment, let your tired heart rest in a simple prayer. Father, I am hurting, and I have no strength left. I place my pain in your hands. Forgive me where I have fallen. Heal what is broken in me. Protect me from despair. Hold me close, and let your peace cover my heart now. Let those words become a small shelter around your soul. Do not rush through them. Do not judge them because they are short. Do not say they are not enough because they do not sound beautiful. When a child calls for the Father in the dark, the Father does not ask for eloquence. He comes because love recognizes need. In the same way, I hear the cry beneath your words. I hear the ache beneath your breath. I hear the faith hidden beneath your exhaustion. Perhaps you feel ashamed to pray because you have fallen again. You may think your weakness has become too familiar, your sin too repeated, your promises too broken. Shame may tell you to stay silent until you become better. But shame does not speak for me. I do not call the wounded child to hide in the shadows. I call you back into my mercy. If you have fallen, tell me the truth. If you have wandered, come home. If you have been cold, let my love warm you again. Prayer is not the reward of the perfect. It is the lifeline of the needy. In your prayer, say, Forgive me where I have fallen. Do not say it with terror, as though my heart is closed. Say it with humility, because mercy is waiting. I know the places where you chose poorly. I know the words you regret, the thoughts you entertained, the anger you held, the bitterness you fed, the fear you obeyed, the things you used to numb your pain. I do not invite you to confess so I can crush you. I invite you to confess so I can cleanse you. What you bring into my light does not have to keep ruling you in darkness. After that, whisper, Heal what is broken in me. This is not only a request for the outside of your life to change. It is a prayer for the deep places, the wound that made you distrust love, the rejection that made you question your worth, the grief that made your joy feel distant, the disappointment that made prayer feel dangerous, the depression that made hope feel exhausting, the fear that made your heart stay guarded even when kindness came near. I can heal what others cannot see. I can touch what you cannot explain. I can restore what pain has slowly worn down. Sometimes healing begins not with a sudden change, but with the courage to stop hiding. It begins when you finally say, Father, this is where I hurt. It begins when you let tears fall without calling yourself weak. It begins when you stop defending the walls that loneliness built around you. It begins when you allow my truth to stand beside the lies you have believed for years. Healing may begin quietly, but do not despise quiet beginnings. A small opening in the heart can become a doorway for great mercy. Then pray, "Protect me from despair. My child, I know how despair speaks when the soul is tired. It says, there is no way forward. It says tomorrow will only repeat today's sorrow. It says your pain is permanent, your prayer is useless, and your life is too broken to be renewed. Do not receive those words as truth. Despair is a dark messenger, but it is not your shepherd. Bring that darkness to me. Let me stand between your heart and the voice that tells you to give up." When you ask for protection, I cover the fragile places in you. I guard the part of your mind that has been attacked by cruel thoughts. I guard the part of your heart that feels tempted to stop caring. I guard the small flame of hope that still remains, even if it is barely visible to you. I guard you not only from dangers outside you, but from the inward storms that try to steal your peace. Stay near me. Keep calling upon me. Do not let despair isolate you from my love. Say also, "Hold me close." This prayer is not weakness, it is trust. You were not made to carry pain without being held. You were not made to be strong every hour, every day, without comfort. You were not made to pretend that the soul does not need tenderness. Let me hold you in the place where you feel most fragile. Let me draw near to the part of you that fears rejection. Let me embrace the child inside you who has been waiting too long for safety. A hurting soul often tries to earn closeness by becoming useful, quiet, successful, or easy to love. But my closeness is not purchased by performance. I come near because I am merciful. I come near because you are mine. I come near because love does not abandon the wounded. Rest in that truth. You do not have to be impressive to be held by me. You do not have to be healed already to be loved deeply. You do not have to hide the messy places from the one who came to save you. Finally, pray. Let your peace cover my heart now. Peace does not always mean the pain disappears immediately. Peace may come as a calm breath in the middle of tears. Peace may come as the strength to wait one more hour. Peace may come as a quiet certainty that you are not alone. Peace may come as the gentle softening of a thought that once terrified you. Peace may come as the ability to rest before every answer has arrived. Receive the peace I give in the form I choose to send it. Do not be troubled if you need to repeat this prayer many times. Some wounds ache again after they are touched. Some fears return after a moment of calm. Some nights require more than one whisper of trust. Repetition does not mean you failed. It means you are returning. Each time you pray again, you choose me again. Each time you place your pain in my hands again, the chains of isolation grow weaker. Each time you ask for peace again, your soul remembers where safety is found. If words disappear, let your breathing become prayer. Breathe in slowly and remember, the Father is near. Breathe out gently and surrender. My pain is in His hands. Breathe in and receive. His mercy is greater. Breathe out and release. I do not carry this alone. Even your breath can become a doorway to trust when your heart is too tired to speak. I am not far from the silent prayer. I know how to listen to the soul beneath language. At this moment, do not try to repair your entire life by your own strength. Bring me one wound. Bring me one fear. Bring me one regret. Bring me one burden that has become too heavy. Healing often begins when the soul stops trying to carry everything at once. Place one thing in my hands, then another, then another. I am patient. I will not rush you. I will not shame you because you move slowly. I walk gently with the brokenhearted. My child, the prayer I give you is not magic. It is relationship. It is the turning of your heart toward the Father who loves you. It is not a formula to control me. It is an opening through which my grace can enter you. When you pray, You are not forcing my compassion to awaken. My compassion is already awake. Prayer simply brings your wounded heart into the light of the love that has been reaching for you all along. There may be a voice inside you saying, "Nothing will happen if I pray." Answer it with humility. I will still come to my Father. There may be another voice saying, "You have prayed before and still hurt." Answer it with trust. I will keep bringing my pain into His mercy. There may be a voice saying, "You are too weak." Answer it with truth. His strength is made perfect in weakness. These answers do not deny your struggle. They refuse to let struggle become the ruler of your soul. When you feel overwhelmed, pray slowly again. Father, I am hurting, and I have no strength left. I place my pain in your hands. Forgive me where I have fallen. Heal what is broken in me. Protect me from despair. Hold me close, and let your peace cover my heart now. Let every sentence carry a burden out of you and into me. I am hurting brings your truth into the open. I have no strength left ends the exhausting performance. I place my pain in your hands, releases what has been crushing you. Forgive me opens the door to mercy. Heal what is broken invites my love into the wound. Protect me from despair, asks my light to stand guard. Hold me close receives the tenderness your soul needs. Let your peace cover my heart welcomes the rest I promised. Even if you feel nothing at first, the prayer is not wasted. Seeds do not make noise when they enter the soil. Roots do not announce their growth in the dark. Grace can begin working beneath the surface before your emotions recognize it. Do not demand immediate feelings as proof that I have heard you. My hearing is not dependent on your sensation. My love is not measured by the speed of your relief. Trust that I am present, even if peace arrives gently. A day may come when you will look back and realize that your healing began with one honest prayer. Not a perfect prayer, not a long prayer, not a prayer full of confidence, just a wounded whisper that said, "Father, I cannot do this alone." I treasure such prayers because they are true. I can work with truth. I can enter humility. I can heal the heart that opens even a little. Now rest, my beloved child, in the mercy that surrounds you. You have brought me your pain, and I have not rejected it. You have shown me your weakness, and I have not turned away. You have asked for forgiveness, healing, protection, closeness, and peace, and I am nearer than you know. Keep this prayer close to your heart. Return to it when the wound speaks again. Return to it when fear rises again. Return to it when shame tries to silence you. I will meet you there every time. Let this be enough for the moment. You have prayed, and I have heard. You have reached, and I have drawn near. You have placed your pain in my hands, and my hands are strong. You have asked me to hold you, and I will not let you fall beyond my mercy. The healing may unfold step by step, but you are no longer alone in the wound. I am with you now, and my peace is already beginning its quiet work within you. My beloved child, I am healing what the world broke in you. I see the places where harsh words left bruises, where rejection made your heart cautious, where betrayal taught you to expect abandonment, where disappointment weakened your courage, and where suffering made you wonder whether joy could ever return. The world may have touched you without tenderness, but I do not touch you that way. I come gently. I come with mercy. I come not to crush the wounded places, but to restore what pain tried to destroy. There are parts of you that became silent because someone did not listen. You learned to hide your feelings because your honesty was dismissed. You stopped asking for help because your need was treated like an inconvenience. You closed certain rooms inside your heart because opening them only seemed to bring more pain. My child, I have seen every moment that taught you to protect yourself by disappearing. I have heard every word you swallowed. I have understood every silence that others misunderstood. Slowly, I am teaching your heart that it does not have to live forever behind walls. The walls may have helped you survive a painful season, but they cannot become your home. A heart locked away from pain can also become locked away from comfort. A soul afraid to trust can begin to starve for the love it was created to receive. I will not force the door open. I will stand near with patience until the frightened places in you learn that my love is safe. Perhaps the world broke your confidence. Someone made you feel small, foolish, unwanted, or never enough. A failure may have convinced you that you are incapable of rising again. Poverty may have made you feel ashamed in front of others. Illness may have made you feel weak and useless. Repeated disappointment may have made you afraid to try. But I did not create you to be defined by what wounded you. I created you with dignity, and I am restoring the dignity that pain tried to steal. Do not believe that the broken places are beyond my reach. A shattered vessel may look useless in human eyes, but in my hands, brokenness can become the place where grace shines through. I know how to gather what has scattered. I know how to mend what shame has cracked. I know how to breathe life into places that have become dry. What the world damaged through cruelty, neglect, betrayal, and sin, I can touch with mercy, truth, patience, and love. Sometimes healing begins so quietly that you may not recognize it at first. It may begin when you finally stop blaming yourself for what someone else did. It may begin when you speak one honest sentence after years of silence. It may begin when you allow tears to fall without calling yourself weak. It may begin when you choose rest instead of punishing your body. It may begin when you bring a memory to me instead of running from it. Do not despise these small beginnings. They are the first green shoots of restoration. I am healing the part of you that expects rejection. You may enter relationships waiting for the moment someone leaves. You may hear silence and imagine abandonment. You may receive kindness and wonder what it will cost. You may push people away before they can disappoint you. My child, I understand why your heart learned this pattern, but I am teaching you a love that remains. I am showing you that not every silence is rejection, not every delay is abandonment, and not every person will repeat the wound of your past. I am healing the part of you that has been trained by fear. Fear may have told you to stay small, stay quiet, stay hidden, stay guarded, stay in control. It may have made your body tense and your thoughts restless. It may have made ordinary moments feel unsafe. Yet fear is not your shepherd. I am your shepherd. I lead with truth, not terror. I correct with mercy, not cruelty. I guide with peace, not panic. The more you walk with me, the more fear will lose its old authority over your soul. I am healing the part of you that became bitter from carrying pain too long. Bitterness often begins as an attempt to protect a wound. It says, if I stay angry, I will never be hurt again. But bitterness does not heal the wound. It keeps the wound open. It ties your heart to the person or event that harmed you. My child, I will help you release what has poisoned your peace. Forgiveness does not mean pretending evil was good. It means placing judgment, justice, and the future into my hands so your soul can breathe again. I am healing the part of you that feels guilty for needing care. You may have learned to be useful before you learned to be loved. You may believe that your value comes from what you do, how much you give, how much you endure, and how little you ask for. But I do not love you because you are convenient. I do not love you because you are productive. I do not love you because you never need anything. I love you because you are mine. Let that truth reach deeper than the habits that taught you to earn affection. There are wounds in your memory that still speak when you are tired. A face returns. A sentence returns. A room returns. A season returns. Suddenly, the old pain feels present again, and you wonder why it still has power. Do not condemn yourself when memories ache. Bring them to me. Let me enter them with you. Let me stand in the place where you once felt alone. Let me speak truth over the moment when shame first began to lie. I can heal not only what you remember, but the meaning your heart attached to what happened. Gently, I am separating your identity from your injury. You were hurt, but you are not only the hurt one. You were rejected, but you are not rejection. You failed, but you are not failure. You were betrayed, but you are not betrayal. You have sinned, but sin does not have to be your final name. I call you beloved. I call you sought. I call you forgiven when you return. I call you precious. I call you mine. Let my voice rename the places pain has mislabeled. I am healing the part of you that no longer knows how to hope. Hope may feel dangerous because disappointment has visited you often. You may be afraid that if you hope again, another loss will break you more deeply. So you try to expect nothing, desire nothing, dream nothing, and ask for nothing. But a heart without hope becomes a room without windows. I will not force you to open every window at once. I will begin with one small light, a small prayer, a small desire to live, a small belief that tomorrow can hold mercy. That is enough for me to begin. My child, healing does not always look like forgetting. Sometimes you will remember what happened, but it will no longer command your breathing. You will remember the wound, but it will not define your worth. You will remember the loss, but it will not steal every joy. You will remember the failure, but it will become wisdom instead of chains. I do not need to erase your story in order to redeem it. I can bring life even through the pages you wish had never been written. Do not rush yourself because others do not understand the depth of your pain. Some people may ask why you are not over it yet. Some may offer shallow comfort because they do not know how to sit with sorrow. Some may grow impatient with a healing process they cannot see. But I know the depth. I know the roots. I know the layers. I know the hidden fears beneath the visible tears. Let my patience become the measure of your healing, not the impatience of people who have not carried your wound. I am healing your trust little by little. Trust is delicate after betrayal. It cannot always return in one sudden moment. I may begin by teaching you to trust me with one breath, one prayer, one memory, one day, one decision. As you learn my faithfulness in small places, your heart will become stronger for larger surrender. Do not be ashamed if trust grows slowly. A wounded child learning to believe love again is precious to me. I will not break the bruised reed. I will not extinguish the small flame. There is a part of you that has been waiting for permission to rest. You thought healing meant striving, fixing, analyzing, proving, forcing, and becoming better quickly. But sometimes healing requires stillness. It requires letting me hold what you cannot repair. It requires allowing your soul to stop performing strength. It requires receiving comfort without explaining why you need it. Rest is not laziness when your heart has been fighting to survive. Rest can become holy when you rest in my care. I am healing your relationship with your own weakness. You have hated the parts of you that tremble. You have judged the tears, the anxiety, the tiredness, the limits, the need for help. Yet weakness brought into my presence can become the place where grace rests. Do not curse the place where I want to meet you. Do not call yourself useless because you are fragile. Fragility does not frighten me. I know how to hold what is delicate. I know how to strengthen without hardening. Whenever old pain rises again, do not say, I am not healing. Say, this is another place for the Father to touch. Healing is often a spiral of deeper mercy, not a straight line of instant relief. A wound may ache again because a deeper layer is ready to be brought into light. A tear may return because your heart is finally safe enough to release what it once had to bury. A fear may surface because I am ready to teach it that it no longer needs to rule. Do not call every return of pain a defeat. Let me heal the way you see yourself. You have looked through the eyes of those who wounded you for too long. You have measured yourself through rejection, criticism, comparison, neglect, and failure. Now look through my eyes. I see the soul beneath the scars. I see the tenderness that survived the cruelty. I see the courage hidden beneath exhaustion. I see the longing for goodness still alive in you. I see the child I love, not the damaged version the world told you to become. A new softness will begin to return as I heal you. Not foolish softness that ignores danger, but holy softness that refuses to become stone. Pain may have tempted you to become hard, sarcastic, suspicious, and closed. But I can make you wise without making you cold. I can make you discerning without making you bitter. I can make you strong without removing tenderness. The world may break by hardening hearts, but I heal by restoring love. I am also healing the place where you felt abandoned by me. You may have wondered where I was when the wound happened. You may have asked why I allowed certain doors to close, certain people to leave, certain prayers to remain unanswered. Bring those questions to me. I am not afraid of them. I will not answer every mystery in one moment, but I will give you my presence in the middle of what you cannot yet understand. I am not the author of evil. I am the Redeemer who enters the ruins and brings life again. Now let this prayer rise from your wounded heart. Father, heal what the world broke in me. Heal the trust that was damaged, the hope that grew tired, the love that became afraid, the confidence that was crushed, and the peace that was stolen. Touch the memories that still hurt. Remove the lies that pain taught me to believe. Restore what can be restored. Strengthen what remains fragile. And teach me to live again under your mercy. Remain with that prayer for a moment. Let every sentence open a room inside you. When you ask me to heal your trust, you are allowing me to enter the place where betrayal left fear. When you ask me to heal your hope, you are giving me the dry ground where new life can grow. When you ask me to remove lies, you are letting truth begin its gentle work. This prayer is not weakness. It is the courage to let love reach you again. My beloved child, the world may have broken parts of you, but it did not gain the final word over you. People may have wounded you, but they do not own your destiny. Failure may have humbled you, but it does not have to imprison you. Sorrow may have changed you, but it does not have to destroy you. I am still working. I am still restoring. I am still breathing life into the places that feel beyond repair. So come back to me whenever the old pain speaks. Come back when fear tells you to close your heart forever. Come back when bitterness feels easier than forgiveness. Come back when shame calls you by an old name. Come back when your soul feels too tired to believe healing is possible. I will meet you again and again. I will heal patiently, deeply, wisely, and tenderly. Let this truth settle over you now. You are not what the world broke. You are what my love is restoring. You are not the wound alone. You are the child I am healing. You are not the ruin. You are the place where mercy is rebuilding. I am healing what the world broke in you, and what I heal, I will also strengthen, protect, and fill with peace. My beloved child, do not let sorrow make you forget who you are. Pain may have touched your heart, but it has not erased your name from my love. Failure may have humbled you, but it has not removed you from my mercy. Rejection may have wounded your confidence, but it has not changed your worth before me. The world may have spoken harshly, people may have misunderstood you, and your own thoughts may have turned against you in the quiet hours, but I still call you mine. Let my voice be stronger than every voice that has tried to reduce you to your wound. Sometimes sorrow becomes so heavy that it begins to define everything. You look at yourself and see only what happened, what failed, what was lost, what was broken, what did not return, what did not heal quickly, what still aches when the room grows quiet. But my child, you are more than the pain you are carrying. You are more than the tears you have cried. You are more than the season that nearly crushed you. You are more than the mistake you regret. You are more than the words someone spoke when they did not know how deeply they were cutting your heart. Listen closely. You are my beloved child. Before others approved of you, I knew you. Before anyone rejected you, I saw your value. Before you succeeded or failed, before you became tired or afraid, before you knew how to explain yourself, my love was already reaching toward you. Your identity does not begin with the wound. It begins with the one who created you, called you, sought you, forgave you, and continues to hold you even while you are still healing. There are moments when sorrow will try to rename you. It may call you abandoned. It may call you unwanted. It may call you weak. It may call you ruined. It may call you too difficult to love. It may call you hopeless. Do not answer to those names. They did not come from me. I do not call you by the language of despair. I call you precious. I call you seen. I call you forgiven when you return. I call you chosen in love. I call you worthy of tenderness. Not because you have earned it by perfection, but because you belong to me. Perhaps someone treated you as though you were disposable. They left without explanation, ignored your pain, broke their promise, used your kindness, or made you feel easy to replace. Their actions may have spoken a cruel message into your soul. You do not matter. My child, reject that message. Their inability to love you well is not the measure of your value. Their blindness is not the truth of your identity. Their leaving is not proof that you are unworthy of being held. I remain. And my remaining tells a deeper truth than their departure. At times, you have looked at your own weakness and felt ashamed. You saw anxiety rise again, tears return again, anger flare again, temptation pull again, exhaustion cover you again, and you wondered if you were failing me. But weakness is not the same as worthlessness. Fragility is not the same as rejection. A trembling heart can still be loved. A wounded soul can still be holy ground for my mercy. A tired child can still be carried by the Father. Do not let the presence of weakness make you forget the presence of grace. Remember what I have spoken. You are of more value than many sparrows. Let that word settle into the place where sorrow has made you feel small. If I see the smallest creature, if I care for what the world easily overlooks, how much more do I see you? How much more do I know the weight of your tears, the trembling of your thoughts, the ache behind your silence, and the longing you have not dared to speak aloud? You are not a forgotten detail in the universe. You are known by me. Sorrow may also make you forget that you are forgiven. When pain and guilt mix together, the heart can become trapped in an endless courtroom. You accuse yourself, replay the failure, imagine what you should have done, and punish your own soul as if shame could make you clean. My child, shame cannot cleanse you. Only mercy can. If you have sinned, come to me honestly. Confess what is true. Receive what I offer. Do not keep wearing chains I died to break. Forgiveness is not permission to stay in darkness. It is my hand leading you back into light. Even when you have fallen, your story is not over. I know how to restore a heart that has wandered. I know how to teach wisdom through failure. I know how to bring humility where pride once ruled. I know how to turn regret into repentance and repentance into new life. Do not let the enemy use your fall to convince you that you can never rise. My mercy is deeper than the pit where shame says you must remain. Consider the way grief changes your vision. When sorrow is strong, it can make everything look permanent. A lonely day feels like a lonely life. A painful season feels like a final sentence. One closed door feels like every door has closed. One betrayal feels like love itself cannot be trusted. But sorrow does not see the whole road. I do. Sorrow sees the wound. I see the healing that can begin. Sorrow sees the loss. I see the grace that can still grow. Sorrow sees the darkness. I see the morning I am able to bring. Do not let what you feel in one painful hour become the name of your entire future. Feelings are real, but they are not always complete. Your sadness may tell you something hurts, but it cannot tell you that nothing will ever heal. Your fear may tell you something feels unsafe, but it cannot tell you that I have abandoned you. Your exhaustion may tell you that you need rest, but it cannot tell you that your life has no purpose. Bring your feelings to me. But do not bow before them as though they are your God. My child, you are still capable of receiving love. Pain may have taught you to expect harm, but your heart was not created only to defend itself. You were made to receive mercy, to be comforted, to trust again slowly, to laugh again one day without guilt, to pray again with a softer spirit, to give again with wisdom, to rest again without fear. Sorrow may have narrowed your world, but my love can open it again. Healing will not make you naive. It will make you whole in a wiser way. There is still beauty in you that pain did not destroy. Your tenderness may be buried beneath caution, but it is not gone. Your hope may be quiet, but it is not dead. Your capacity to love may be afraid, but it is still there. Your desire for goodness, for truth, for peace, for a life that is not ruled by despair. I see it all. Do not agree with the lie that the wound has taken everything. I am preserving more in you than you realize. Whenever you look in the mirror, do not see only tired eyes. See a soul I have not abandoned. See a child who has survived storms and is still being called by love. See someone worth healing, worth guiding, worth protecting, worth restoring. Speak gently to yourself because harshness will not heal what sorrow has bruised. I do not speak contempt over you, and I do not want you to become the voice of contempt against your own heart. If others have judged your healing process, do not let their impatience become your identity. Some people do not understand wounds they cannot see. Some expect you to move on because your pain makes them uncomfortable. Some offer simple answers to complicated grief, but I know the depth. I know the layers. I know the courage it takes for you to keep breathing, keep praying, keep choosing one more day. Let my understanding matter more than their misunderstanding. A painful season may have made you feel useless. You may think that because you are hurting, you have nothing to offer. Yet I can bring compassion from your tears, wisdom from your scars, gentleness from your brokenness, and light from the very places where darkness tried to settle. I do not need you to pretend you are unhurt in order to use your life. I can work through a healing heart. I can bless through a humble spirit. I can make your survival a quiet testimony to another soul that wants to give up. Still, your purpose is not to suffer endlessly. Do not glorify the wound as if pain itself were your calling. Your calling is to live in my love, to be restored by my mercy, to walk in truth, to become a vessel of compassion, and to receive the peace I give. Pain may be part of your story, but it is not the throne of your story. I am the one who belongs on the throne. Let me rule over the wound, the memory, the fear, and the future. When sorrow tells you to isolate forever, remember that you were made for communion. There is wisdom in choosing safe people, and there is wisdom in setting boundaries. But do not let pain convince you that no love can ever be trusted again. Begin with me. Let my love become the ground where trust can grow. Then, in time, I can guide you toward relationships that are patient, honest, gentle, and wise. You do not need to open your heart to everyone. But you do not need to lock it away from every form of goodness. If depression has made your identity feel blurred, I see you clearly. When your own mind feels clouded, when joy feels distant, when energy feels gone, when the future feels colorless, I still know who you are. You are not the darkness you feel. You are not the heaviness pressing on your chest. You are not the numbness that frightens you. You are my child walking through a valley, and valleys are not permanent homes when the shepherd is leading. Do not let poverty or lack make you feel less human, less valuable, or less loved. The world often honors people by what they possess, but I do not measure your worth by money, clothing, titles, or success. I see the dignity in you when your hands are empty. I see the courage in you when you continue with little. I see the faith in you when you pray from a place of need. Lack may describe your circumstance, but it does not define your soul. Let illness not steal the truth of your belovedness. A weak body is still held by a loving Father. A suffering body is still worthy of care. A limited body is still precious. Do not hate yourself because you need rest, treatment, help, or patience. I am near to you not only when you feel strong, but also when you feel fragile. Your value does not decrease when your strength decreases. My compassion draws near to the place where you feel most vulnerable. Now hear me call you back to your true name. You are not abandoned. You are held. You are not unforgivable. You are invited into mercy. You are not worthless. You are precious to me. You are not your wound. You are the child I am healing. You are not your fear. You are the soul I am teaching to trust. You are not your past. You are the life I am still restoring. Let these truths rise again and again until sorrow loses the power to rename you. Bring this prayer from the depths of your heart. Father, do not let sorrow make me forget who I am. Remind me that I am your child when pain calls me abandoned. Remind me that I am forgiven when shame calls me ruined. Remind me that I am loved when rejection calls me unwanted. Remind me that I am held when fear calls me alone. Speak your truth over my wounds until my soul remembers its name in you. Remain with that prayer for a moment. Let it reach the places where false names have been written. Let it touch the memory that made you feel small. Let it enter the silence where you learned to doubt your worth. Let it sit beside the wound that still tells you to hide. My truth does not shout like fear, but it remains longer. My love does not accuse like shame, but it reaches deeper. My mercy does not rush, but it restores faithfully. Beloved child, you may still hurt, but you are still mine. You may still cry, but you are still seen. You may still be healing, but you are not rejected. You may still have questions, but you are not outside my care. The sorrow in you is real, but it is not your name. The wound is real, but it is not your identity. The past is real, but it is not your prison when my mercy opens the door. Walk forward remembering who you are, not because every feeling has changed, but because my word over you is stronger than the feeling. Not because every wound has closed, but because my love is present in the healing. Not because every person has understood you, but because I know you fully. Not because you have become perfect, but because you are held by perfect mercy. Do not let sorrow make you forget. My child, you are loved. You are mine. And what belongs to me will never be abandoned to darkness. My beloved child, rise with my peace, for I am still with you. The pain has not removed my presence. The tears have not made me turn away. The weakness you feel has not separated you from my love. You may have come to me wounded, tired, confused, and afraid. But you are not leaving this moment the same way you entered it. Something sacred has happened inside the place that hurts. You have turned your heart toward me, and I have received you with mercy. Now breathe gently and let your soul understand this truth. Healing does not always begin with a loud miracle. Sometimes it begins with one quiet breath that no longer feels completely alone. Sometimes it begins with a tear that finally falls in my presence. Sometimes it begins with a small prayer spoken through trembling lips. Sometimes it begins when the wounded heart dares to believe, even faintly, that the Father is still near. Do not despise the small beginning. I often plant my greatest restoration in the quietest soil. Today, I speak peace over the places where sorrow has been loud, peace over the memory that returns without warning, peace over the wound that still feels tender, peace over the fear that your life will never change, peace over the shame that has tried to keep you hidden, peace over the loneliness that made your heart feel unseen, peace over the questions you cannot answer yet. My peace does not require you to understand everything before you receive it. My peace comes because I am with you in everything you do not understand. There may still be pain in your heart after this prayer, but pain no longer has to be your only companion. I am beside you. I am within reach. I am nearer than the thoughts that accuse you and stronger than the sorrow that tries to drown you. You do not need to prove your strength before I stay. I stay because I love you. I stay because you are mine. I stay because no wounded child is too heavy for my arms. Let my peace rise slowly inside you. Do not force it. Do not panic if you do not feel everything at once. Let peace come like morning light, touching one corner of the room, then another, then another. Let it reach your thoughts first. Where fear has been repeating dark predictions, let it reach your chest. Where anxiety has tightened your breathing, let it reach your memories. Where old pain has been speaking as though it still owns you, let it reach your hands. So they can stop clenching what belongs in my care. Remember, my child, you are not commanded to rise as if nothing happened. I do not ask you to pretend you were never hurt. I do not ask you to smile over a wound that still needs tenderness. I ask you to rise with me, not without me. Rise slowly if you must. Rise with tears still on your face if they are there. Rise with a heart that is still learning to trust. Rise with the small faith you have, and let my strength carry what yours cannot. A new step is still possible, even if the road ahead looks uncertain, even if your body feels weak, even if your emotions remain fragile. One step with me is not meaningless. One step away from despair is holy. One step toward prayer is precious. One step toward forgiveness, truth, rest, help, or hope can open a path where sorrow said there was no path. Do not demand that you run before you can stand. Let me steady you where you are. Soon, the world may become loud again. Messages may arrive. Duties may return. People may speak without knowing what your heart has endured. Old thoughts may try to rise again, but now you know where to come. You know that your pain can be brought into my presence. You know that my word can speak louder than despair. You know that a short prayer can become a bridge back to peace. You know that the wound you cannot explain is still seen by me. You know that sorrow cannot rename what my love has called mine. If fear returns, do not think the prayer has failed. Return to me. If tears come again, do not accuse yourself of weakness. Bring them to me. If shame whispers old names, do not answer as though they are true. Let my mercy speak again. If the wound aches tomorrow, do not say healing is impossible. Say instead, the Father is still healing me. Healing is not canceled because the heart still feels pain. Healing continues each time pain is placed back into my hands. I bless your mind now with clarity and gentleness. May the thoughts that have tormented you lose their authority. May the lies that told you there is no hope be exposed by my truth. May the accusations that made you hate yourself be silenced by my mercy. May your mind learn to rest not because every question is answered, but because your Father is faithful. When your thoughts become crowded, return to this simple truth. I am with you, and I will not abandon you. I bless your heart with courage to keep living, not a hard courage that denies pain, but a tender courage that keeps breathing, keeps praying, keeps reaching, keeps trusting one small step at a time. May your heart not become stone because it was wounded. May it remain capable of receiving love, offering kindness, recognizing beauty, and hoping again. What hurt you may have changed you. but it does not have to destroy the gentle places I created in you. Over your body, I speak compassion. May you treat yourself with patience today. May you rest when rest is needed. May you care for what is weak without shame. May you not punish your body for carrying the weight of sorrow. If pain, illness, exhaustion, or anxiety has made your body feel like a burden, remember that I look upon you with tenderness. Your limits do not make you less loved. Your need for help does not make you less precious. For your memories, I speak mercy. May the past no longer be a courtroom where shame condemns you again and again. May painful memories slowly lose their power to steal your breath. May the places that once felt abandoned become places where you learn to recognize my nearness. I can enter the rooms of memory with you. I can stand beside the younger, wounded, frightened parts of your heart and speak what no one spoke then. You were seen. You were not worthless. You were not alone before my eyes. To your future, I speak hope. You may not see clearly what is ahead, but darkness does not have the final word over you. There are mercies you have not met yet. There are mornings that will not feel as heavy as this one. There are quiet strengths that will grow inside you. There are moments of grace that will surprise you. There are answers that may come differently than you expected, but still carry my love. Do not let today's pain decide tomorrow's possibility. When loneliness tries to tell you that no one cares, remember that I have heard you. When rejection says you are unwanted, remember that I have called you mine. When depression says the light will never return, remember that even the deepest valley is not beyond my reach. When poverty or lack says your life has no dignity, remember that your worth has never depended on what you possess. When failure says you are finished, remember that my mercy is able to begin again. Let this prayer remain in your heart as you rise. Father, I receive your peace. Stay with me as I heal. Guard my thoughts from despair. Hold my heart when sorrow returns. Remind me who I am when shame speaks. Teach me to walk one step at a time. Let your word be louder than my pain, and let your love be stronger than my fear. Keep that prayer close, my child. Speak it in the morning when your heart feels heavy. Whisper it at night when old memories wake. Carry it into difficult conversations. Let it rise when tears come without warning. Use it when your strength feels small. This prayer is not a chain, it is a doorway. Each time you pray it, you are turning your face back toward the one who loves you. I do not promise that you will never hurt again, but I promise that you do not have to hurt alone. I do not promise that every answer will arrive immediately, but I promise that my presence will remain. I do not promise that healing will always feel easy, but I promise that my mercy will be patient with you. I do not promise that the world will always understand your pain, but I promise that I understand the wound beneath the words you cannot say. Beloved child, rise now from the place of prayer with my peace over you. Rise from hiding into mercy. Rise from shame into forgiveness. Rise from despair into the small light of hope. Rise from self-condemnation into the truth that you are loved. Rise from the loneliness that said no one sees you into the comfort of the Father who has never lost sight of you. You do not need to rise perfectly. You only need to rise held. Before you go forward, receive my final blessing over your soul. May peace guard the doorway of your mind. May mercy cover the places where you have fallen. May healing touch the wounds that still ache. May courage rise when sorrow grows heavy. May wisdom guide you toward what is life-giving and away from what deepens the wound. May safe love find you in the ways I choose to send it. May hope return gently, not as pressure, but as a gift. Walk slowly if you need to. Rest when you must. Ask for help when the burden is too much. Return to prayer when your thoughts become dark. Let my word become the lamp you carry through the valley. Let my love become the home your soul returns to again and again. You are not weak because you need me often. You were created to live close to me. My beloved child, I am still with you. I was with you when the wound began. I was with you when no one understood. I was with you when you cried in silence. I am with you now as you pray. I will be with you as you heal. Pain may remain for a season, but it will not remain as your master. Sorrow may speak again, but it will not speak louder than my love forever. Darkness may try to return, but it will never find you outside my reach. Rise with my peace. Carry my blessing. Let your soul remember that you are seen, forgiven, loved, and held. The prayer you spoke has reached my heart, and my mercy is already moving within yours. Go forward, not because you are no longer wounded, but because your wound is now in the hands of the one who heals. I am your Father. I am near. I am faithful, and I will not leave you.